Tom. I've been at MBDA for 2 years now. I work in the UK Special Advisors team, which reports into the UK MD. I'm in G Company, 7th Battalion, the Rifles, British Army Reserve. I'm currently a Lance Corporal. I'm currently in a mortar platoon, so working with those teams regularly in my spare time, and just goes hand in hand with working at MBDA. The defence sector more generally, and MBDA specifically, really embody the Army's values of promoting British interests abroad. The company does great things with the armed forces and is really supportive of the Army Reserve as well. I've worked in the defence industry for pretty much my whole career, and the chance to work for MBDA came up, and I jumped at it, frankly. It's a company with a real high brand image and prestige. So I joined MBDA at the tail end of the pandemic, so home working was still very much the norm, and again the company and my manager and the team that I worked in were fully accommodating of that, and equally with the transition back to sort of normal working conditions. The dynamic working arrangement's just really great and flexible, regular reviews of your manager to make sure it's meeting the needs of you, and also that you're doing what needs to be done at work as well. So the company obviously has a really close working relationship with all three branches of the armed forces anyway, from the nature of our day-to-day work. But for people like myself in the reserves, doing it in my spare time, the company just couldn't be more accommodating. If I need to go off on service leave, they're entirely happy to do that, give me time off for my annual deployments, and just the management are aware of the commitments the reserves have, and they're fully supportive of that. And the company's won all sorts of awards and signed up to the military covenant, which again is just really important when you're looking for that sort of stuff to join a company. MBDA's just got a really good sense of community about it, which is quite impressive for a company the size it is, and I think it's really welcoming to people who have come from the armed forces and perhaps not used to civilian life. But equally, people like myself who are still in, the experience, they always want to draw on your experience from it to make the most of it and allow you to apply the skills and experiences that you've learned in the armed forces, because they're valuable to everyday life, things like leadership and commitment and team spirit. So yeah, it's a really good place just to bring what you've learned in the armed forces to the civilian world.